The following is a special presentation from the WKLM Sports Department.
It's high school volleyball, the Battle of Holmes County in the dungeon. Hiland ranked 9th in Division 6, a record of 17-1. They won 7 in a row, taking on West Holmes with a record of 2-17. Stay tuned. We'll be speaking with both head coaches coming up on the pregame show on WKLM.
The American Professional Truck Driving School by Buckeye Career Center offers hands-on CDL training and expert-led classroom instruction to prepare you for success. Already trained elsewhere? No problem. Complete testing on-site at U.S. America CDL Test Center by Buckeye Career Center. Register for training or to take your CDL test by calling today. Get the skills. Get certified. Get on the road with Buckeye Career Center.
Time is ticking and your dream home is waiting. This is Ben Hirschberger at the Commercial and Savings Bank. We understand that buying a home can be overwhelming, but with CSB, it's easier than ever. We offer a range of options. Whether you're looking to buy, build, refinance, or improve your home, our mortgage lenders will guide you every step of the way. Visit our website at csb1.com to apply online today and turn your dream into a reality. The Commercial and Savings Bank, where homeownership begins. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Denko Marketing and Tricor Industrial, two reputable entities, are the proud sponsors of this broadcast. Denko takes pride in distributing garage door parts and producing specialty tools, serving customers at home and abroad. Need superior tools for your project? Head to Tricor Industrial on Bowman Street in Worcester, boasting an impressive lineup of Milwaukee power tools, Wright tools, grade 5, grade 8, and stainless steel fasteners. While visiting, don't overlook their steel blue work boots and wide selection of drill bits, taps, and dies. Denko and Tricor, proud partners of making an impact in your community.
At Kaufman Realty and Auctions, you've got options. Your property is unique, and our agents know how to sell it. Whether it's a traditional listing or live auction, we'll earn you top dollar. Our agents will utilize whichever method of sale works best. When buying or selling your next home, call on Kaufman.
This is Jim Smucker, president of Keim in Charm, Ohio. You'll find Keim Home Center located on 50 acres in the rolling hills of Holmes County. Do you have a home building or woodworking project in mind? If so, Keim has an unmatched selection of items available for you. At Keim, our team of experts is committed to caring for your project like we care for our own. We offer convenient pickup and delivery options. Visit Keim Home Center or go to keimhome.com to learn more. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
Looking to bring more light into your home or close in that back porch? MRV Siding Supply has you covered. Now offering can-clad architectural cladding. Enjoy the beauty of wood without the upkeep. It's maintenance-free with a modern wood look that lasts. Plus, their bifold doors create stunning openings for your 3-season room. MRV Siding Supply, your go-to in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com. And bring your space to life with CanClad.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
Hey, other guys' insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey, Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course.
At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
When the power goes out, your life is disrupted. Heat, air conditioning, refrigeration, phones, all gone. Be prepared for the next outage with a Generac home standby generator. After sensing a power outage, a Generac generator automatically restores your home's power, whether you're home or away. Power your life with a Generac home standby generator. Team up with Millersburg Electric and Generac today to schedule your free in-home consultation and a turnkey generator install. Call or visit millersburgelectric.com and be ready for the next power outage.
It's time for Before the Tip, brought to you by Hubbard's Insurance in Millersburg.
Alongside West Holmes head volleyball coach Amanda Humphrey-Hiller getting set for this volleyball match and against Hiland in the Battle of Holmes County. And Amanda, kind of looking up and down this roster, new seniors on it, so a very young team. Kind of talk about what it's been like going through some of the growing pains you particularly experienced coaching a young team like this.
Definitely had some growing pains. And really not just no seniors, but really only one returning full-time varsity player last year. I had a couple that also lettered, but they were not full-time the entire year. So just a lot of inexperience, really kind of trying to find our place on the floor and where we fit, and trying to find a couple of leaders to just lead the entire set. We have moments where people can step up and do a great job of leading, but because of that inexperience, then when things start to get tough, we just haven't figured out how to keep pushing through those moments.
Obviously, you play a very tough schedule in the conference this season, even outside of the conference there. Talk about that just in terms of being battle-tested, I guess, win or lose against some of those tough teams you faced.
It can be pretty demoralizing. We have 3 different teams in the OCC that have Division I commits. 2 of those are Big Ten, and that, it's hard to walk into a gym knowing that that's what you're going to face. And then even around that, not just that they have those great kids on each of those teams, they have great teams, and so it is a battle every night. And again, being a young team, a small team compared to these other schools, it's just our mental game has been like our Achilles heel, and we knew that going into it. So we're constantly trying to find ways to just work on that mental toughness, trying to play small games within those larger games so we can find wins for us, even though we might not get the win in the actual column. So.
Well, you mentioned the mental part. Did you get that win in the straight sets for Mansfield Senior there a couple of nights ago? How big is that, just to kind of get a victory in there, just to kind of keep that confidence going?
Oh, well, that was great, because when we were at Senior, we actually won in 5, and the 5th set was 16-14. So it was not an easy night when we were there. So to then get the 3-set win against them, girls, I really felt came out mentally focused, knowing hey, we didn't take care of business the last time we played them, and I really took advantage of that opportunity. And it was definitely a team effort. It wasn't just one kid that carried us, so that was really great to see.
Obviously, Hiland comes in, we know how good they are. What stands out to you about this Hiland group?
Gosh, they're so disciplined. The way Kelly's kind of just been able to continue to grow that program, and we know Hiland sports. They just have hard workers, kids that are dedicated, and it's actually very cool to see that across the board in all their sports. With the volleyball, though, what she's been able to do, I think she had a huge graduating class last year, but to then have a new group of kids, and again, that they just stepped up to the plate and were they know what to expect. And I think Hiland in general has that culture where those kids just know, hey, day in and day out, we're going to work hard, and that puts them in a great position to be successful.
Amanda, as you talked about win or lose, looking for those little mini wins here, what's the biggest thing you're looking for from your group today?
Again, just effort. We struggle sometimes to put together a full match from point 0 to point 25 to the end of set 3, 4, or 5 or whatever. So I really our big challenge to them the last couple of weeks is we're winning the next point. It's not, we don't get to take points off. Volleyball is a game of mistakes. Unfortunately, not every, in volleyball, you make a mistake, generally the other team scores. In that, you don't have that in all sports. And so just to be able to let those things roll off our back, win the next point, forget about it, and just having that short-term memory. Like I said, that short-term memory and effort are the things that we're really focusing on.
How much of it also, tournament drawings on Sunday, it's about kind of getting this team as ready as you can here with tournaments kind of looming coming up? Yeah,
we always say, I always have 3 goals for my teams, is to get better every night, have a little fun while we're doing it, and then to be playing our best ball in October. So on Wednesday, I told them October's here. Guys, the time is now for us to be playing our best ball. I still don't think we're there yet. So I think, like I said, each day we're trying to focus on getting better and just having that postseason mentality where it's a new season. We can forget about how we've played or how we've underperformed. The time is now.
Amanda, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
That's the voice of West Holmes head volleyball coach, Amanda Humphrey-Hiller.
Loading the kids in the car. brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's insurance agent. Hobron's Insurance Service, 170 South Clay Street in Millersburg. Call 1-800-340-3767.
Alongside Hiland Lady Hawks head volleyball coach Kelly Miller, record of 17-1 on the year. Another terrific season for your group here, Kelly. Just your observations of how your team has performed throughout the course of the season. What's led to this big success?
We started off really strong, and girls worked really hard over the summer and the preseason, and had a little hiccup against Garaway our first time. Went through about 2 weeks of just, trying to get through that grind. We still pulled out some wins, but we weren't playing our best. Feel like we have gotten over that hump now, and the girls have continually improved over the last 2 weeks, and they just keep improving.
I was going to ask you about that. Obviously, as you mentioned, you finished that loss to Garaway from earlier in the year. What was the biggest difference between match 1 and match 2 with Garaway?
Garaway played phenomenal the first time that they played us, and I couldn't even be mad at my girls because we played well too, and it was a battle. It was a great game. I think if I would have been a spectator and not the coach, I would have really enjoyed watching it. Second time around, I feel like we just, we obviously scouted them. We watched the film and catered our practices around what we needed to do differently, and the girls responded so well and could not have been more coachable. We served aggressive, we forced them out of system, and they just couldn't get into an offensive routine, which we capitalized on.
You mentioned being coachable, just the fact that you had to replace some players from last year, the fact that they have grown this year. How much does that make a difference in terms of girls being able to respond to the coaching and improving throughout the year?
The girls, I can't say enough about the girls this year. I love these girls. They work so hard, and they are all so incredibly coachable. You tell them to do something in a timeout, and they go right out and do it, and then they'll look at you and they'll say, "That's your point, coach." And it's just, it really makes you feel good. It makes you look forward to going to practices, going to games when you've got a group of girls that just have really invested in the program, and it's more about the we mentality than it is about the me mentality. I don't think I've got a kid on the team that is more concerned about their well-being as they are for their team's well-being.
Well, you mentioned that kind of look here. Obviously, Addie Mass has kind of led the way as far as attacking. Certainly, Brianna Mishler, of course, setting teammates up this year. But really, it's been everybody for this team, right?
It has been everybody. Everybody has contributed in their own way. And, we have really tried to... Addie Mass is a great hitter. She is phenomenal. But it's really important to me that we utilize all players. I don't want other teams scouting and just saying all they do is go to Addie Mass. I want everybody on the team to contribute. Makes us a better team, makes us harder to defend against when we're utilizing all of our hitters. And I have the strongest defense I've ever had coaching, and we just, like I said, everybody contributes.
It is the Battle of Holmes County. I know West Holmes comes in, was kind of struggling wins and losses wise, but what is your biggest focus as far as this match is concerned today?
Our biggest focus is to continue to play and to continue to improve. We play our game. We've worked on changing some things up, running a faster pace offense, keeping the tempo of our passes a little bit quicker, running some new offensive sets, and we're gonna focus on that, and we're gonna focus on improving. And we never take any of our competition for granted, and so we obviously paid attention to what West Holmes is doing. We try to keep track of who their best defenders are, their best hitters are, and we're going to focus on shutting those players down.
With that in mind, Kelly, I wonder with tournament drawings looming on Sunday, how much is it about obviously paying attention to the game and the opponent in front of you, but also getting ready for tournaments as well?
Yes, we are obviously focusing on tournaments as well. We're hoping to get the 1 or 2 seed in our district, and we've got a tough district. We've got 5 teams in our district that are ranked in the top 25 in the state. So we're going hard here towards the end of the season. We haven't let up in practice. The girls have accepted that and understand that we have to work harder and harder as season goes on.
Kelly, thanks for your time.
All right, thank you.
That's the voice of Hiland Lady Hawks head volleyball coach Kelly Miller.
Before the Tip has been brought to you by Hobron's Insurance in Millersburg.
Firestone Farm tires are the most preferred tires in America. Not only are they proven to be among the most productive farm tires you can buy, they're backed and serviced by the best trained and equipped farm tire dealer, the certified Firestone Farm Tire dealer. So whether you need top quality Firestone Farm tires or fast, dependable tire service, count on us to keep you rolling.
Get your Firestone tires at Millersburg Tire Service, State Route 39, Millersburg. Sunland Brothers Sand and Gravel Incorporated is proud to be a part of this Scareaway broadcast. At Sunland Brothers, they offer sand, gravel, topsoil and fill dirt, mason sand, and concrete sand. They are open Monday through Friday from 7 to 5, Saturdays from 7 to noon, and closed on holidays. Call 330-756-2244. That's 330-756-2244. Located on Sunland Road Northwest in Beach City. Sunland Brothers Sand and Gravel Incorporated. Men with true grit.
Biker Sand and Gravel, serving the Central Ohio area of Wayne and Holmes counties since 1935. They are a name and business you can trust. Their products and services include ready-mix concrete, excavating, limestone, sand and gravel, and hauling services. They are locally owned and operated, insured and bonded, and most importantly, ready to serve you. For more information, call 330-674-0038.
It's BOGO Madness this week at Roadie's IGA. Buy one, get one free on all your favorites.
Wait, BOGO? Like magic?
No tricks, just treats. Ham steaks, Armour lunch makers, meatballs, Red Delicious apples, and Mayfield ice cream. BOGO.
You're telling me I get 2 ice creams for the price of one?
Yep, and Mayfield bars or sandwiches, Lindy's Italian Ice, Planet Oat milk, and Progresso soups. BOGO too.
I came for milk, and now I'm leaving with a cart full of free stuff.
That's the BOGO effect, now through Sunday at Roadie's IJ Marketplace in Millersburg.
At Home Siding Contractors, our mission is to give homeowners a quality product, whether it's our vinyl siding or our energy-efficient replacement windows and doors. Home Siding Contractors is ready to turn your home into one of your biggest energy-saving assets. You'll notice the difference as your home will stay warmer in the winter and cooler in the summer. Call 888-725-6619 for a in-home estimate or find all of our products at homesiding.com.
Driving close to power lines is usually safe, but accidents can happen unexpectedly. Do you know what to do if you come across downed power lines? Step 1. Stay inside your vehicle for safety. It's often safer than being outside with live cables. Simultaneously, dial 911 for immediate assistance. Step 2. Also ensure that no one approaches the vehicle. It's advisable to maintain a distance of at least 50 feet from the car. To learn more, reach out to your local co-op for additional information.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's insurance agent. Hobron's Insurance Service, 170 South Clay Street in Millersburg. Call 1-800-340-3767.
At Pomerene Hospital, you're not just a number, you're their neighbor. From family care and women's health to more than 1,400 surgeries they perform each year. Pomerene brings reliable local health care to patients across Holmes, Tuscarawas, and Ashland counties. Whether it's a routine checkup or help manage any chronic condition, there's a Pomerene provider nearby. Visit PomereneHospital.org to get in, get seen, and get the care you deserve. Pomerene Hospital, caring for our community's health.
Last season, Hiland went 18-7 overall, while for West Holmes, they went 8-15 overall. In the match played over at the Reese Center, Hiland defeated West Holmes in straight sets. As far as tournament play is concerned last year for Hiland in Division 6, they would fall to Garraway in the district championship match, 3-1. While for West Holmes, they would fall in Division 4 in the Division 4 sectional to Morgan in straight sets. We'll take a quick break, come back and take a look at this year's teams so far, what they've done here so far in the season, after this on WKLM.
The American Professional Truck Driving School by Buckeye Career Center offers hands-on CDL training and expert-led classroom instruction to prepare you for success. Already trained elsewhere? No problem. Complete testing on-site at U.S. America CDL Test Center by Buckeye Career Center. Register for training or to take your CDL test by calling today. Get the skills. Get certified. Get on the road with Buckeye Career Center.
Are you ready to accelerate towards your dreams with a new car, ATV, boat, or some extra cash for personal needs? This is Zach Deidinger, a banking center manager at the Commercial and Savings Bank, here to help you fund your next adventure. Our team of experts is committed to finding the right solution for you with competitive rates, flexible terms, and personalized service. Visit csb1.com to apply online or give us a call at 800-654-9015 to speak with a loan specialist and discover the CSB advantage. The Commercial and Savings Bank. Relationships you can bank on. Member FDIC.
Denco Marketing and Tricor Industrial, two reputable entities, are the proud sponsors of this broadcast. Denco takes pride in distributing garage door parts and producing specialty tools, serving customers at home and abroad. Need superior tools for your project? Head to Tricor Industrial on Bowman Street in Worcester, boasting an impressive lineup of Milwaukee power tools, Wright tools, grade 5, grade 8, and stainless steel fasteners. While visiting, don't overlook their steel blue work boots and wide selection of drill bits, taps, and dies. Denco and Tricor, proud partners of making an impact in your community.
Since 1975, Kaufman Realty and Auctions has been an industry pioneer in real estate at auction. This is Anthony Kaufman. Some companies come and go, and some experience ownership changes, but Dave Kaufman has owned and overseen every aspect of his company. During that time, Kaufman Realty and Auctions has grown and expanded to meet increasing customer needs while always staying on the cutting edge of technology and giving back to the community. Rooted in tradition, growing through innovation, we are Kaufman Realty and Auctions in Millersburg, Sugar Creek, New Philadelphia, Cambridge, and at kaufmanrealty.com.
Taking on a large exterior home project is no small task. When you're looking for the best options in roofing, siding, windows, and doors, Provia products are the clear choice. At Provia, quality is engineered into the product, integrity is never compromised, and local craftsmanship delivers a stunning final result that will last for generations. Our experts at Keim Home Center are here to help you explore the possibilities. Visit Keim in Charm, Ohio. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
MRV Siding Supply is introducing another line of stone called Casa di Sassi, where old world charm meets modern luxury. Whether you're looking to enhance your outdoor space or add a touch of sophistication to your interior design, their wide range of products will meet your every need. Choose from a variety of styles and colors to create the perfect ambiance for your space. Casa di Sassi, where timeless beauty meets exceptional quality. Discover the possibilities at MRV Siding Supply on County Road 624 in Millersburg, or on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
Hey, other guys' insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey, Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course.
At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
Some call it over-planning. At Millersburg Electric, we call it foresight. Be prepared for the next power outage with a Generac home standby generator. After sensing a power outage, a Generac generator automatically restores your home's power, whether you're home or away. Generac, it's not just a generator, it's a power move. Team up with Millersburg Electric and Generac today to schedule your free in-home consultation and a turnkey generator install. Call or visit millersburgelectric.com and be ready for the next power outage.
Hiland began their season by winning their first 10 matches before they lost their lone loss of the year at Garraway back on September 9th, 3-2. But then, since then, they've won 7 straight, including the win in their last match over that same Garraway team. They would avenge that loss in the Reese-Center, and as they would defeat Garraway 3-1, Hiland is in first place in the IVC South. Their record is 17-1 on the year, and they're the 9th-ranked team in Division 6. For West Holmes, they lost their first 7 matches of the year, then won 3-2 at Mansfield Senior back on August 28th. And since then, they had lost. Then after that, they lost 8 straight before going back and getting a win over that St. Mansfield senior team in the Dungeon in straight sets, then lost after that to Ashland and New Philadelphia in straight sets. West Holmes has a record 2-17, a team that has no seniors on their roster, so a young team throughout this year for this West Holmes team. As far as common opponents are concerned between the two sides, for West Holmes, of course, they lost to New Philadelphia twice in straight sets. Well, for Hiland faced that same New Philadelphia team, and they defeated them 2-0. And on the other end, also, Hiland defeated Tusky Valley this year, 3-1. Well, West Holmes lost to that same Tusky Valley team in straight sets. So Hiland again a record of 17-1. West Holmes comes in with a record of 2-17. Hiland led, of course, by Addie Mast, has 259 kills on the year. They'll lead the team, while Brianna Mishler leads the team in assists at 518 assists on the season for the Lady Hawks. For West Holmes, leading the way for them is Mallory Marmot. She has 161 kills on the season, while Lena Burgett leads the way in assists with 183 assists on the season for the West Holmes Lady Knights. We'll take a break. Come back with the starting lineups very shortly and the national anthem after this on WKLM.
When you work the land, you know, out there in some far corner of a field, there's an old steel fence post that has your number. And that's when you should have ours. We're your certified Firestone Farm Tire dealer. And when you need service, give us a call. We're specially trained and equipped to handle all your on-farm, in-field tire repair and replacement needs.
Call Millersburg Tire Service, State Route 39 Millersburg, for your farm tire needs. Sutherland Brothers Sand and Gravel Incorporated is proud to be a part of this Scaraway broadcast. At Sutherland Brothers, they offer sand, gravel, topsoil and fill dirt, mason sand, and concrete sand. They are open Monday through Friday from 7 to 5, Saturdays from 7 to noon, and closed on holidays. Call 330-756-2244. That's 330-756-2244. Located on Sutherland Road Northwest in Beach City. Sutherland Brothers Sand and Gravel Incorporated. Men with true grit.
Reminder, this game is being video live streamed on the WKLM YouTube page. We're also on Stream 2 on WKLM-FM.com. Matt Croy alongside with you with a Claxon communication team of Jacob Heading, who's producing today's live stream coverage, and Andrew Dunlap is working the camera. And today's national anthem is being brought to you by the Holmes County Veteran Services in Millersburg. We'll be joining the national anthem momentarily.
For today's volleyball contest featuring the Hiland Hawks and your West Holmes Knights. To honor America, please stand and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Once again, today's national anthem brought to you by the Holmes County Veteran Services in Millersburg. Take a look at today's starting lineups. First of all, for the Hiland Lady Hawks, starting for them will be junior Braxton McVicker. Also starting is junior Carly Schruck, who has 79 kills on the season. Junior libero Olivia Miller, along with junior Claire Detweiler, who has 101 kills on the year. Also, senior Brianna Mishler has 518 assists on the season to lead the team. And sophomore Addie Mast has 259 kills on the team on the season, and that also does lead the team in that category. And senior Elena Yoder has 133 kills on the season for the Hiland Lady Hawks. Hiland a record of 17-1. They won 7 straight. They're the 9th-ranked team in Division 6 and ranked and also in first place in the IVC South. They're coached by Kelly Miller. For West Holmes, starting for them, the home team will be freshman Camry Wilson, along with junior Emmy Miller. Also starting for West Holmes is freshman Kylan Kite and junior Lena Burgett. Burgett leads the team in assists with 183 assists on the year. Also junior Rory Wilcox along with junior Mallory Marmot. She leads the team in kills with 161 kills on the season. And sophomore libero Harper Warner. West Holmes, of course, added the OCC. Their overall record is 2-17, and they're coached by Amanda Humphrey Heller. We'll take a break, come back with the opening serve after this on WKLM.
Biker Sand and Gravel, serving the Central Ohio area of Wayne and Holmes counties since 1935. They are a name and business you can trust. Their products and services include ready-mix concrete, excavating, limestone, sand and gravel, and hauling services. They are locally owned and operated, insured and bonded, and most importantly, ready to serve you. For more information, call 330-674-0038.
For game day's hottest plays, start at the grill with Rody's IGA.
I just came in for chips. Why am I suddenly planning a full-blown meat fest?
Because you saw a whole boneless pork loin for $1.98 a pound.
And now I'm buying pork chops for $2.68 a pound? Who am I?
You're a grill master in the making. Family pack ground chuck, $5.28 a pound. Beef shoulder roast, $6.48 a pound.
Stop it. My freezer's blushing.
Don't forget the country-style ribs, $2.48 a pound. Whole beef strip loin, $12.98 a pound, and mandarin oranges, 3-pound bag for $3.98. Now through Sunday at Rody's IJ Marketplace in Millersburg, where game day starts at the grill.
With today's market instability, many homeowners are looking to upgrade their existing home rather than buy or build a new one. At Home Siding Contractors, we know choosing the many colors and styles of siding, replacement windows, and doors can be overwhelming. At Home Siding Contractors, we can help make that decision easier. Durability, beauty, and low maintenance over time describes our products the best. Call Home Siding Contractors today at 888-725-6619 and let our professional staff help upgrade your home today.
West Holmes, their next match going to be coming up against Worcester. It'll be a home match against Worcester. It'll be on Tuesday. And back in the OCC, Hiland, they'll be playing after this coming up as well. And that'll be a Tuesday match back in the IVC South at Ridgewood, trying to play for that IVC South Division title. A reminder, the tournament drawings for the volleyball as well as soccer will be coming up this Sunday. So we'll have reports on that. Of course, come Monday morning for Hometown Sports. We'll let you know where everybody was they're seated and when they're going to be playing for the upcoming sectional tournaments. So that's not too far away for volleyball as well as soccer. And we'll have all the coverage, of course, live streaming the area tournament soccer teams and volleyball matches as well on WKLM. Of course, this is a regular season match in the Battle of Holmes County from the Dungeon. Hiland's going to have the first serve here for this morning's match. And getting set to serve it from right to left are the Hiland Lady Hawks. The ball was sent over the net, and he bumped forward. Here's the set, and the spike sent over. And that spike by Mallory Marmot, that'll find the left back corner, and that'll be a kill. So a 1-0 lead for West Holmes. So West Holmes will take the early lead, and they'll be serving from left to right. Once again, this game being video live streamed on the WKLM YouTube page, courtesy of the Claxon communication team of Jacob Henning and Andrew Dunlap. With the serve from West Holmes, Camry Wilson, she's a freshman, lobs it over from left to right. Bump forward by Hiland. Here's the set. And dig back over the net can be dug out. West Holmes has it. Here's the set by Camry Wilson. And the spike by Marmot can be blocked at the net for Hiland. Here's the set. Dig over the net off the hands of Emmy Miller. Set now for the Lady Hawks. Here's the spike by the left hand and blocked at the net by Marmot. And a point goes to West Holmes. West Holmes up 2-0. And Marmot already making her presence felt early on. $2-0 West Holmes early. That Camry Wilson gets that service point. Wilson lobs it over and hit too long that time. Hiland wisely lets that go. It'll be a side out to the Lady Hawks. With the serve now going to be Claire Detweiler. She's a junior. Serving at 1-2. Hiland down by a point in game number 1 of the best-of-5 match. Served over. There'll be bump 4 now off the hands of Rory Wilcox. And off the hands of Marmot. Can't return it. That'll be a point for Hiland. They'll tie it up at 2 apiece. Detweiler with the serve. She'll send it over. Center back line will be a bump forward by Harper Warner. Set now by Wilson over the net. It'll bounce in there in the left front corner. And good dink by Camry Wilson to get that point. So side out to West Olds. They'll regain the lead at 3-2. So West Olds has the serve and a 1-point lead. Sent over the serve. We hit too long that time. On the serve by Madeline Fair, the junior. Side out to Hiland. Serve now at 3 apiece. With the serve now going to be Alana Yoder, the junior. Or should they say the senior, rather. She'll send it over. Bump 4 by Wilcox and can't return it. Point goes to Hiland. First lead of the match goes to Hiland at 4-3 in this first game. It'll be a service point to Alana Yoder. The left-hander will send it over. And that'll be to the center back line. Ace on the serve for Alana Yoder. Now a 5-3 Hiland advantage. Back-to-back service points for Yoder. She'll send it over. It'll be dug out. Here's the set by Wilson. And the spike sent over the net, then off the hands of Arball. Set for Hiland. Set back over by the Lady Hawks. That time on the hit by Claire Detweiler. She'll get the kill to the center back line. Detweiler has her first kill. Third service point for Alana Yoder. Now a 6-3 lead for Hiland. Yoder sends it over. It'll be dug out by Warner for West Holmes. Here's the set by Wilson. The spike by Marmot. She'll find the center back line for the kill. Mallory Marmot has her third kill. Side out West Holmes. They'll serve it now at 4-6, trailing by 2. Marmot's going to have the serve. The junior with 161 kills on the year. And she'll send it over the net. It'll be dug out for Hiland. Here's the set now. Dink over the net goes set up, dug out by West Holmes and set back over on the hip this time by Madeline Fair. Now the set. Dink over, going to be dug out by Marmot. Set back over by Wilcox. Dug out this time by Miller. Here's the set. And the spike going to be blocked at the net. Going to be fall in there on the block that time by Vivian Arball. And the point goes to West Holmes. So quite a block that time by Arball. And Marmot gets the service point. Her first. West Holmes trailing by 1, serving at 5-6. Marmot sends it over. It'll be dug out. Now the set. Here's the dink, goes over the net. Going to be dug out by a diving West Holmes player. Back over to Wilson. Step back over by Wilcox. And that hit by Wilcox is going to find that left back line for the kill. Now we're tied up at 6 apiece. Marmot with the serve. Tosses up the air. She'll send it over. It'll be a bump forward. Now here's the set. Dink over the net. Going to be attempted dink over the net by the left hand of Addie Mass. Can't do it. Point goes to West Holmes. Now West Holmes has regained the lead at 7-6. Marmot, her third straight service point. Marmot sends it over. Bump forward now by Miller. Hiland keeps the line. They'll sit back over the hip by Detweiler. Now the set by Wilson. Here's the spike by Wilcox. Deflected. Diving dig by Hiland. Now the set again. Sit back over on the hip. That time off the hands of Yoder. Now the set. The spike by Wilcox blocked. Bump forward by Wilson over the net. Now the spike. He sit back over on the slam that time by Addie Mast, who gets the kill. First kill for Bass. Side out to Hiland. And we're tied again at 7 apiece in game 1. So back and forth early on in game 1 of this best-of-5 match. Hiland has the serve. Send it over to the left back corner at the hands of Rory Wilcox. Can't return it. Point goes to Hiland. Now up 8-7. Braxton McVicker got that service point. She'll send it over again. But high in the air by Fair. Set by Wilson. The spike goes over the net, and a point for West Holmes on that spike and kill for Hiland Kite. Kite has her first kill. And we're tied up at 8 apiece. Here's the serve by Lena Burgett. Center back line moved forward by Miller. Now the set. Spiked over by the Lady Hawks and dug out. Now over to Wilson for the set. Spike goes into the net, this time by Kite. That'll be a point for Hiland. 9-8 Lady Hawks. And they'll have the serve. Served by Addie Mast over the net. Being off the hands of Marmot, can't return it. Diving dig by Fair. Finally sent over the net by West Holmes. Here's the set over by Miller. The spike by Detweiler. Bump 4 now by Fair. Here's the set. Spike by Wilcox. Diving dig by Detweiler. Now the set again for Hiland. Here's the dig on the net by Detweiler. Going to be dug out and not returned. Point goes to Hiland. Claire Detweiler has her second kill. That service point going to Addie Master first. And now a 10-8 Hiland advantage in game one. Sent over the net, going to be dug out by Marmot. Here's the set off the hands of Burgett. Sent back over the spike to the right back corner by Rory Wilcox. And a side out back to West Holmes. Second kill for Wilcox. West Holmes now serving down by 1, 9-10. Wilcox also has the serve. The junior, outside hitter. We'll send it over the serve. Bump 4 by Detweiler. And here is the set by Mistler. Set back over. Diving dig by Marmot. Set back over the net off the hands of Kite. Dug out by Hiland. Off the hands of Miller now. Here's a spike by Detweiler. Deflected and can't not be returned by West Holmes. Point goes to Hiland. Detweiler has her third kill. Side out to Hiland up 11-9. At the serving line will be junior libero, and it's Olivia Miller. Miller sends it over. Dug out. Here's the set now by Burgett. Take over the net by Wilson. And that'll find the right back corner. Wilson. Good job on that dink to the right back corner. And a side out back to West Holmes, serving at 10-9. Sent over on the serve by Warner. Here's the set. Spiked over by Detweiler. She'll get the kill. Fourth kill for Detweiler. Side out to Hiland up 12-10. Brianna Mishler will send it over. Being bumped forward. Here's the set now by Burgett. Take over the net by Marmot. Blocked at the net, but it'll go wide right. Point goes to West Holmes. And West Holmes back to within 1 now, 11-12. And here's the serve sent over by Camry Wilson. And that's going to go wide left. And the side out back to Hiland. Hiland back to a 2-point lead, up 13-11. At the service line, going to be junior Claire Detweiler, who has 101 kills on the season. 2-point lead for Hiland, and they had the serve. Detweiler sends it over. He'll be dug out. Goes off the hands now, and the spike sent over by Marmot. Now the set by Mistler. Here's the spike sent over, and be slammed over by McVicker, dug out. Off the hands of Wilson. Sit back over off the hands this time of Arbo. Now the set. Here's a spike. Blocked at the net by Marmot. And a point goes to West Holmes. Marmot with 5 kills in set number 1. That'll be a side out back to West Holmes. West Holmes serving at 12-13, trailing by a point. At the line, that's going to be Madeline Fair, the junior. Fair will lob it over. That's going to be too long on the serve. Side out back to Hiland. Hiland a serve at 14-12, a 2-point lead. So Lady Hawks will line up this serve attempt. Helena Yoder will serve it. The left-hander will serve it into the net, however. And a side out back to West Holmes. So West Holmes serving down by a point again at 13-14. Mallory Marmot, the junior, will have the serve. Toss up the air. Now the serve over. He'll be bumped forward. Here's a set by Mishler. The spike going to be slammed over, and that'll be a kill for the Lady Hawks in the spike and kill for Hiland. Side out back to the Lady Hawks, serving at 15-13. Serve sent over, be bumped forward. into the net, and they can't dig it out. The point goes to the Lady Hawks, now a 16-13 advantage. Service point going to junior Braxton McVicker. Her second service point of game one. McVicker will lob it over again. Up high in the air by Fair. Bump forward by Marmon. Stepping over by Wilcox. Hits it too long. Rory Wilcox. And a point to Hiland. A 17-13 lead. Timeout West Holmes. This is high school volleyball on WKLM.
Driving close to power lines is usually safe, but accidents can happen unexpectedly. Do you know what to do if you come across downed power lines? Step 1. Stay inside your vehicle for safety. It's often safer than being outside with live cables. Simultaneously, dial 911 for immediate assistance. Step 2. Also ensure that no one approaches the vehicle. It's advisable to maintain a distance of at least 50 feet from the car. To learn more, reach out to your local co-op for additional information.
Wills tied up at 8 apiece since then. Hiland has now taken a 4-point lead at 17-13 over West Holmes. And Hiland will have the serve. Hiland came in at 17-1 and West Holmes at 2-17. It'll be Braxton McVicker at the service line for the Lady Hawks. She will serve it over. But backwards by Fair. Bump forward this time by Marmot. Sit back over by West Holmes. Here's a set by Mishler. The spike will be slammed over by Addie Mass, but dug out by West Holmes. Marmot will send it over the net. Dug out by Addie Mass. The set by Mishler. The spike going to be a kill for Hiland, trying to block it. West Holmes couldn't do it, and Hiland's going to get that point. 18-13 Lady Hawks. Third service point for Braxton McVicker. She'll send it over. Bump forward by Wilcox. Think of that by Wilson. Dug out, but can't be returned by Hiland. So good decision by Camry Wilson for West Holmes. Side out to the Lady Knights, serving now at 14-18. They trail up by 4. At the line going to be Lena Bergen. Sends it over. He'll be bumped forward. Now the set by Mishler. Here's the spike by Addie Mast, and Mast will find the right back corner for the kill. Her second kill. Side out to Hiland, up 19-14. Play the 25, win by 2. Again, best of 5 at the varsity level as far as matches are concerned. Mast will have the serve, centers it over. Up high in the air by Marmon. Bump forward now by Fair. Sit back over by Wilson. Bump forward by Hiland. Now the set by Mishler. The dink over the net going to be to the right front corner. That'll be a point for Hiland. 20-14 Lady Hawks. Service point, Addie Master, second. She'll send it over the net. Bumped off the hands that time. Fair, sit back over by Marmot, and over the net on the hit by Wilson. Now the set by Mishler. Here's the dink over the net off the hands that time of Addie Mass, dug up by West Holmes, but they can't return it. And point goes to Hiland. Another timeout for West Holmes. Hiland 21, West Holmes 14. This is high school volleyball on WKLM.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's insurance agent. Hobron's Insurance Service, 170 South Clay Street in Millersburg. Call 1-800-340-3767.
Hiland now has a 7-point lead. They'll have it at the service line. It'll be Addie Mass, the sophomore. Will send the serve over. Dug up by Marmot. Here's the set now by Burgett. Sit back over the hit by Wilcox. Bump forward by Hiland. Set by Mishler. Here's the spike by Detweiler. Bump forward now by Marmot. Here's the set by Burgett. Then spike by Wilcox. Bump forward by Miller for Hiland. Off the hands of Mishler. Sit back over on the hit by Detweiler. Dug out by Marmot. Here's the set again by Burgett. And a spike off the hands of Wilson. Dug out by Hiland. Set down again by Mishler. The spike. Sent over the hands by Detweiler. Scholl knock it into the middle of the floor on the other side. And that'll be a point for Hiland. And Claire Detweiler will get her credit for the kill. Her fifth kill. Service point again goes to Addie Mast. Sends it over 22-14 Hiland. Off the hands now of Kite, set back over by West Holmes to Miller. Bumps the four, set by Missler. They dig over the net by the Lady Hawks, and they can't return it, does West Holmes, and a point to Hiland. Now a 23-14 lead. Addie Mast has her 5th service point of game 1. She'll send it over. Bump four by Marmot. Off the hands of Burgett, set back over on the hit by West Holmes. Set again by Missler. Here's the spike by Detweiler, and she'll get the kill. Another kill for Detweiler. And now game point for Hiland, up 24-14 in game 1 of this best-of-5 match. Mass sends it over. Diving dig attempt by Fair. Sent over the net by Marmot. Dug out, set by Missler. Here's the spike, going to be a kill for Hiland, and they'll close it out to win game 1, 25-14 over West Holmes. So Hiland leads this best-of-5 match 1-0. Back with set number 2 after this. This is high school volleyball on WKLM.
At Pomerene Hospital, you're not just a number, you're their neighbor. From family care and women's health to more than 1,400 surgeries they perform each year. Pomerene brings reliable local health care to patients across Holmes, Tuscarawas, and Ashland counties. Whether it's a routine checkup or help manage any chronic condition, there's a Pomerene provider nearby. Visit PomereneHospital.org to get in, get seen, and get the care you deserve. Pomerene Hospital, caring for our community's health.
The American Professional Truck Driving School by Buckeye Career Center offers hands-on CDL training and expert-led classroom instruction to prepare you for success. Already trained elsewhere? No problem. Complete testing on-site at US America CDL Test Center by Buckeye Career Center. Register for training or to take your CDL test by calling today. Get the skills, get certified, get on the road with Buckeye Career Center.
Time is ticking and your dream home is waiting. This is Ben Hirschberger at the Commercial and Savings Bank. We understand that buying a home can be overwhelming, but with CSB, it's easier than ever. We offer a range of options. Whether you're looking to buy, build, refinance, or improve your home, our mortgage lenders will guide you every step of the way. Visit our website at csb1.com to apply online today and turn your dream into a reality. The Commercial and Savings Bank, where homeownership begins. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Denko Marketing and Tricor Industrial, 2 reputable entities, are the proud sponsors of this broadcast. Denko takes pride in distributing garage door parts and producing specialty tools, serving customers at home and abroad. Need superior tools for your project? Head to Tricor Industrial on Bowman Street in Worcester, boasting an impressive lineup of Milwaukee power tools, Wright tools, grade 5, grade 8, and stainless steel fasteners. While visiting, don't overlook their steel blue work boots and wide selection of drill bits, taps, and dies. Denko and Tricor, proud partners of making an impact in your community.
Hiland won the first game 25-14. It was tied at 8. Actually, it was tied at 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, and 8. So nip and tuck at that point. But then after it was a tie game at 8, Hiland would then outscore West Holmes 17-6 the rest of the way. And Hiland wins at 25-14 in game number 1. Now, all ready for game number 2 here momentarily. Of course, this is the best-of-5 match. First team to win 3 games will win the match, and now Hiland up 1-0. And it should be West Holmes with the first serve in set number 2. Mac Ray alongside with you. And, of course, we're video live streaming today's contest on the WKLM YouTube page, courtesy of Claxon Communications. Jacob Heading is producing today's live stream coverage, and Andrew Dunlap is working in the camera. Reminder later on tonight on FM 95.3, we'll have Buckeye football, Ohio State with a night game playing host to Minnesota. Airtime 6 p.m., kickoff 7:30. Of course, going on right now on the radio, we have live coverage and reports and interviews from the Holmes County A&T Festival throughout the day, so make sure you tune in for that and hear the festival reports. And, of course, make sure you stop out for the festival in downtown Millersburg as well. Just about ready for game number 2. And again, West Holmes will have the serve first. And with the serve from West Holmes from left to right, that's going to be sophomore libero Harper Warner. There's the whistle. Warner pounds the ball. She's ready to go. Sends it over. Diving dig. Here's the set now by Mishler. And the spike slammed over. Going to be too long on the serve to get deflected, though, on the hit by Elena Yoder. And let's see, that does not get deflected. It will be a West Holmes point. So West Holmes will take the 1-0 lead. Harper Warner gets the service point. Her first of the match. Sends it into the net this time, however. It'll be a side out back to Hiland. So we're tied up now at 1 apiece. At the service line, that'll be senior Brianna Mishler. The setter will send it over. Diving dig. Here's the set by Burgett. The spike by Marmot going to be in. It'll be blocked by Hiland, but into the net, and they can't return it. Point goes to West Holmes, so that'll be a block and point for Mallory Marmot, and she's been a force so far. Side out to Hiland up, make the West Holmes rather up 2-1. Here's the serve. Dug out over the net, going to be off of Wilcox. Side out, the dug out by Hiland. Here's the dink by Detweiler. Dug out this time by Miller and cannot return it. Point goes to Hiland. Detweiler gets the point for the Lady Hawks. Side out to them, tied up at 2 apiece. Claire Detweiler will have the serve. Lobs it over. Bump 4 now by Miller. Here's the set by Wilson. This dink over the net off the hands now of Arbol. Bump 4 now by Miller. It'll be center of the net by the Lady Hawks. Off the hands now of Warner. The dink over going to be by West Holmes. Dug out. Set by Mishler. The spike by Addie Mast, and she'll get the kill. Addie Mast on the diving dig attempt by Warner. And service point goes to Claire Detweiler. 3-2 Hiland. Detweiler sends it over. It'll be dug up by Miller. And 2 players ran into each other for West Holmes, but they'll send it over. Here's the set by Mishler. The spike by Addie Mast, and she'll get the kill to the right front corner. Wilcox couldn't dig it out. Detweiler, her second service point of game 2. Second kill for Addie Mast. 4-2 Hiland. She'll send it over. Off the hands of Warner, and they can't return it. Filling between 3 other West Holmes players. 5-2 Hiland. Timeout West Holmes. This is high school volleyball on WKLM.
At Kaufman Realty and Auctions, you've got options. Your property is unique, and our agents know how to sell it. Whether it's a traditional listing or live auction, we'll earn you top dollar. Our agents will utilize whichever method of sale works best. When buying or selling your next home, call on Kaufman.
Hiland leads this best of 5 match 1-0, and the Lady Hawks have a lead 5-2 in game 2. Here's a set by the serve by Detweiler out of the timeout. Set back over on the hit that time by Arbol. Dug out, set by Mishler. And dink over the net by the Hawks. Going to be blocked, and that's going to be a point for Hiland. And it'll be off the hands of Sophia Hampshire, who get that point for them. Detweiler will send it over again. Dug out by Warner, set now by Wilson. The spike by Marmot, and it'll be too long. Point goes to Hiland. Detweiler's going to get this service point. She has 5 consecutive service points and a 7-2 Hiland lead. She'll send it over. Off the top of that, skips over and falls into the West Holmes side, and that will be an ace for Hiland, up 8-2. So Lady Hawks on the roll right now. A 6-point advantage. Detweiler getting it done at the service line. She'll slam it over. Bump 4 now by Warner. Off the ends of Wilcox. Set back over on the hit that time by Fair. And Hiland can't return it. And this time will be Fair who's going to get the kill. Madeline Fair, her first kill for the match. Side out to West Holmes, serving now at 3-8. And Madeline Fair is going to hand the serve. Fair loves it just over the net, and that'll be an ace. Just did fall in there. Trying to dig it out was junior libero Olivia Miller. Couldn't do it. And a point for West Holmes. They'll serve it out 4-8. Fair will get a light serve this time. Can't clear the net. Side out back to Hiland, up 9-8. So West Holmes has not been able to string anything together so far in set game number 2. At the service line will be Elena Yoder. The senior will lob it over. Dug out by Fair. Off the hands of Warner. Spiked by Marmon. Dug out that time by Hiland. Here's the set by Mistler. The spike by Addie Mast. And that'll be not returned. Kill for Addie Mast, and point goes to Hiland. Third kill for game 2 for Mast. She is 6 for the match. 10 for Hiland. And the service point to Elena Yoder. She has 4 for the match. She'll send it over. Off the hands of Warner, backwards, dug out by Fair, bumps it forward. Sent over by Marmot now on the hit. Bump forward, here's the set by Mistler. And the spike slammed over by Addie Mast, dug out but not returned. You're not going to return that one. That was hit pretty hard. Addie Mast has her 4th kill of game 2. Elena Yoder will serve it at 11-4. She'll slob it just over the net, dug out. Over the net, going to be dug out by Detweiler, set by Mistler. The spike going to be slammed over, and a point goes to Hiland. 12-4 Lady Hawks in game 2. And they lead this best-of-5 match 1-0. Yoder serves it just over the net, be dug out by Fair. Off the hands now of Wilson, set back over by Warner. Bump forward, here's the set by Mistler. Take over the net, going to be dug out by Wilcox. Slammed over by Marmot. Bump forward again, set down by Mistler. Here's the spike sent over. It'll be hit that time a bit too long on the hit by Sophia Hampshire. Side out to West Holmes. They'll serve it now at 5-12. West Holmes trails by 7 in game 2. At the line will be junior Mallory Marmot. Marmot sends it over. Bump forward, set by Mistler. Here's the spike by Addie Mast, and she'll find the right front corner for the kill again. Addie Mast adding to her total of 5 kills for game 2. She has 8 for the match. Came in with a team-leading 259 kills on the season. 13-5 Hiland. They had the serve now. Hampshire will serve it. She'll send it over. Before by Marmot. Dug out now by Wilson. Dig back over the net off the hands of Arbol. Bump forward by Miller. Here's a spike sent over by Mast. Dug out by Rory Wilcox. Now set again by Arbol. The spike hit into the net by Kylan Kite in a point to Hiland. They'll take a 14-5 lead. Sophia Hampshire has her first service point of the match. She'll lob it over the net. It'll be dug out. Now the set by Wilson. Take over the net off the hands now of the Kite. Set by Mistler. The take over the net by the Lady Hawks. It'll be fall in to the left front corner. Point goes to Hiland. They have a 15-5 advantage. Timeout again for West Holmes. This is high school volleyball on WKLM.
Your home is where life happens. At Keim, we believe every room tells a story, and it's time to make yours unforgettable. If you've been thinking about a remodel or making updates to your home, we're here to help turn your vision into reality. Keim Home Center has everything you need to update your spaces, and our experts are here to help you every step of the way. Visit our home center in Charm, Ohio, or online at keimhome.com. Your dream home is closer than you think. It's your home reimagined.
Oh, Hiland in game 2. They have a 15-5 lead, and Sophia Hampshire's at the service line. Out of the timeout, she'll send it over. Bump forward by Fair, set now by Wilson. The spike into the net by Kylan Kite, and again a point goes to Hiland, so that timeout cannot break the Hiland momentum. They now have a 16-5 lead. Hampshire with 3 consecutive service points. She'll lob it over again. Bump forward, over the net, going to be blocked at the net by Hiland. Dug out by Wilson, sent over by Marmot on the hit. It'll be dug out now, the set by Mistler. Dink over the net, going to be dug out off of the net, off the hands that time of Arbol. Bump forward, the dink over by Addie Mast. That'll fall into the left front corner. Point goes to Hiland. So Hampshire on a roll at the service line, a 17-5 Hiland lead in game 2. Hampshire slams it over. Bump up in the air by Fair. Off the hands now and sit back over by Wilson. Bump forward. Off the hands of Mistler. Sent over by Addie Mast. And that's not returned. Another kill goes to Addie Mast. (18-5) Hiland. Here's Sophia Hampshire. Slams it over the net. It'll be off the hands of Marmot. Can't return it. 19-5 Lady Hawks. Hampshire sends it over. Dug up by Fair. Off the hands now of Kaipa to hit it backwards and not return. Another service point, 7 consecutive now for Sophia Hampshire. And make a 20-5 lead for Hiland. Hampshire, there's the whistle, now ready for the serve. She'll lob it over. Bumped up in the air backwards by Marmot, though. Now bumped forward by Wilson, sit back over by Kite. Bumped forward by Miller. Here's the set by Mistler. And the spike by Addie Mast. And another kill, Maddie Mast to the center back line. (21-5) lead for Hiland. Hampshire hits it into the net this time. Then it'll break that string and a side out to West Holmes, serving out 6-21. At the service line, that's going to be junior Lena Burgett. Burgett lobs it over, dugout. Mistler has the set, she'll dink it over the net, dug out by Kite. Here's the bump forward. Sit back over on the hit by Kite, and going to be a net violation. Point goes to Hiland. So Hiland serves at 22-6. At the line, going to be Addie Mast. Mast with the serve. Bump forward now by Thayer. Set. Now the spikes it over. Too long on the hit by Rowan Oberst. Point goes to Hiland, up 23-6. Mast sends it over. Bumped high in the air by Wilson. And West Holmes somehow sent it over. Here's the set by Mistler. Dick over the net, going to be a bit wide left off that hit by Macy Miller. Side out to West Holmes. They'll serve at game point for Hiland, but West Holmes serve it at 6-24. Sent over the serve now by Oberst. Bump forward, now the set. Here's a spike slammed over, going to be dug out. Set again, and sent over the hit by Marmot. Skips over the net, going to be diving dig by Miller. Bump forward by Mistler. Step back over on the hit that time by Miller. Macy Miller, rather. Here's the spike. Hit too long on the hit that time by Kite. Point goes to, and they had a score wrong. And we're kind of looking at that, and then now it's game point for Hiland. But it will be a point for Hiland, up 24-7. So side out to Hiland. And at the service line will be junior Olivia Miller. Miller sends it over. Bump forward by Marmot. There'll be spiked back over, and that'll be a kill for Hiland's Lana Yoder, and Hiland gets the win 25-7 in set number 2. Hiland leads this best of 5 match now 2-0. Back with game number 3 after this. This is high school volleyball on WKLM.
Sierra Pacific products are MRV Setting Supply. Their products will enhance any decor and make any home brighter, more inviting, and more comfortable with wood interior windows and 8 wood species with 50 exterior colors. Whether you're replacing, renovating, remodeling, or rebuilding, they have exactly what you're looking for. From the Sierra Pacific Transcend replacement windows and doors to their Westchester double hung windows. That's MRV Siding Supply on County Road 624 in Millersburg or on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
Hey, other guys' insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey, Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course.
At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
When the power goes out, your life is disrupted. Heat, air conditioning, refrigeration, phones, all gone. Be prepared for the next outage with a Generac home standby generator. After sensing a power outage, a Generac generator automatically restores your home's power, whether you're home or away. Power your life with a Generac home standby generator. Team up with Millersburg Electric and Generac today to schedule your free in-home consultation and a turnkey generator install. Call or visit millersburgelectric.com and be ready for the next power outage.
Firestone Farm tires are the most preferred tires in America. Not only are they proven to be among the most productive farm tires you can buy, they're backed and serviced by the best trained and equipped farm tire dealer, the certified Firestone Farm Tire Dealer. So whether you need top quality Firestone farm tires or fast, dependable tire service, count on us to keep you rolling.
Get your Firestone tires at Millersburg Tire Service, State Route 39, Millersburg.
Hiland won game 1, 25-14, pretty close really through a lot of that first set, but then Hiland pulled away after that. But really a dominant Hiland victory in set number 2 as they won that from start to finish, 25-7 in game 2. So Hiland leads this best-of-5 match 2-0. That means if Hiland wins this third set, they will win out the match. West Holmes needs to win this third set to extend this match. Hiland came in, of course, at 17-1 on the year, the 9th-ranked team in Division 6, and winners of 7 in a row. And for West Holmes at 2-17 on the season, they have lost their last 2, trying to snap a 2-game losing streak in this battle of Holmes County. I mentioned tournament drawings for soccer and volleyball coming up this Sunday, so tournaments aren't that far away. Should be a Hiland serve first to start off here in this pivotal game number 3. This game being video live streamed on the WKLM YouTube page, courtesy of the Claxon communication team of Jacob Henning and Andrew Dunlap. I'm Matt Croy. As we wait to get started on this third set, again, Hiland leads at 2-0. We will be video live streaming the tournament matches for Hiland and West Holmes, as well as Garaway for the volleyball tournament trail. So stay tuned for that. Of course, we'll be doing the same thing for the boys and girls soccer teams for Hiland and West Holmes. And again, not all that far away. And with the serve first for Hiland from right to left, going to be senior Brianna Mishler. Mishler will lob it over. Dug out by Warner. Here's the set by Berga. The spike by Marmot. Blocked at the net and point. After that, blocked by Elena Yoder, goes to Hiland. So Mishler gets the service point, her first of the match, 1-0 Hiland. Mishler will serve it over. Bump 4 by Wilcox. It'll be spiked again by Elena Yoder at the net. She'll get the kill. Good start at the net for Elena Yoder, and Hiland up 2-0. Served by Mishler over the net and be dug up by Wilcox. Set by Bergen. Spiked by Marmot. Blocked by Elena Yoder. Stick over by Yoder again. That'll find the left front corner. Elena Yoder, a force for Hiland to start off set number 3. 3 straight kills and now 3 straight service points also for Brianna Mishler. And she'll send it over. Off the hands of Bergen. Marmot will send it over. Set back over by Elena Yoder. Here's a set by Bergen. Take over by Marmot. Blocked by Yoder. Yoder sets it this time. Back over to Mishler. Here's the spike by Detweiler. That'll be hit too long. And a sign out to West Holmes with their first point. They'll serve it at 1-3. Trailing by 2 at the service line will be freshman Camry Wilson. Wilson serves it over. Bump forward. Here's the set by Mishler. And the spike by Detweiler will skip over and fall into the West Holmes side. Point goes to Hiland. Detweiler, her 8th kill of the match, and Hiland serves it out 4-1. And Detweiler has the serve. She'll lob it over. Bump 4 by Warner. Here's the set by Wilson. The spike by Marmot, and she'll get the kill. Marmot, her 7th kill for the match. Side out West Holmes will serve it at 2-4, trailing by a pair. At the line, going to be Madeline Fair, the junior. Fair sends it over, right back corner, bump forward. Step by Mishler. Spike by Elena Yoder. Bump 4 by Warner. And she can't return it. Point goes to Hiland. (5-2) Lady Hawks. And Hiland going to have the serve as Elena Yoder will check out. Checking in for her. That's going to be Macy Miller, the senior, will do the serving. Miller serves it over. Bumped high in the air by Wilcox. Off the hands now, Warner. Sit back over by Marmot. Dug out by Mishler. And Hiland can't return it. A little confusion going after that ball, and it'll be a point for West Holmes. Side out West Holmes serving that 3-5, and Marmot will have this serve. Marmot lobs it over. Bump 4 now by Addie Mass. The step by Mishler. Mass will slam it over, and it'll find the left back corner for the kill. It will be a point for Hiland, so Addie Mass will give Hiland a 6-3 lead. Side out to Hiland. Now they're going to say it the other way. Hiland thought they had that point, but apparently that wasn't the case. So West Holmes going to serve it at 3-5. Marmot sends it over. Bump 4. Here's a set by Mishler. The spike slammed over. Going to be a point this time for Hiland. Side out to Hiland. Serving at 6-3. We think. Send over on the serve. Dug up by Marmot, and they can't return it. It'll be a point for Hiland. Sophia Hampshire got that serve, and service point for her. She had 8 service points in game 2. Serves at 7-3, sends it over again. Not return on the ace. It's a blue right past. Madeline LaFair got a piece of it, but no return. An 8-3 lead goes to Hiland. Hampshire getting it done again at the service line, and now Hiland a 5-point lead. Sends it over. Returned by Wilcox and hits it to his teammate. And Arbol, who can't send it over the net. 9-3 Hiland. Timeout West Holmes again. We're in game 3. This is high school volleyball on WKLM.
Sunland Brothers Sand and Gravel Incorporated is proud to be a part of this Scaraway broadcast. At Sunland Brothers, they offer sand, gravel, topsoil and fill dirt, mason sand, and concrete sand. They are open Monday through Friday from 7 to 5, Saturdays from 7 to noon, and closed on holidays. Call 330-756-2244. That's 330-756-2244. Located on Sunland Road Northwest in Beach City. Sunland Brothers Sand and Gravel Incorporated. Men with true grit.
9-3 Hiland. They lead this best of 5 match 2-0. We're in game 3 right now. Hampshire sends it over. Dug out by Fair and not returned. Hiland now a 10-3 lead. All Hiland in game 3. Hampshire sends it over. Dug out by Fair. Off the hands now of Warner. Fair will send it back over now. Off the hands of Olivia Miller. Here's the set by Mishler. The spike by Addie Mass into the net, though. And a point to West Holmes. So side out to the Lady Knights. They'll serve it at 4-10. West Holmes trailing by 6. Of course, if Hiland wins this third set, they'll close out the match. And Lena Burgett will be at the line. She'll send it over. Bump forward. Now the set by Mishler. Here's the stick over the net by Addie Mast, and it'll fall in there to the West Holmes side. Point goes to Hiland. Hiland now serves it at 11-4. They have a 7-point lead, and at the line, that's going to be junior Braxton McVicker. She'll send it over. Bump forward out by Wilson and not returned. Make it 12 for Hiland. McVicker, her 4th service point for the match. And sends it over off the hands of Wilson to Warner. Bumps it forward. Wilson sends it over now. Bump forward by Olivia Miller. Here's a set by Mishler. The dink over the net going to be to the right front corner, and a point goes to Hiland. 13-4 Lady Hawks. McVicker lobs it over. Off the hands of Wilson, hits it high in the air. Bump forward by Fair, sent over by Warner. Dug out, set by Mishler. Going to be a dink over the net by Claire Detweiler. Falls into the left front corner. Claire Detweiler with the Hiland point. 3 straight points now for Braxton McVicker. 14-4 Hiland. She'll serve it into the net this time. Side out to West Holmes. West Holmes will serve it at 5-14. Trailing by 9. And At the line going to be junior Rory Wilcox. Wilcox sends it over. Going to be a bit too long. Hiland lets it go and a side out back to the Lady Hawks, up 15-5. At the line, junior libero Olivia Miller. She'll hit it over the net, be bumped for by Wilcox. Here's the set by Burgett. Sent over the net on the hit by Emmy Miller. Now the set by Mishler. Here's the spike by Detweiler. Diving dig by Warner. Here's a set by Burgett over the net. Can be blocked and knocked in for the Lady Hawks to the left front corner. They'll get the point. And that time Mishler got that point for Hiland. Olivia Miller, her first service point for the match. Serves it over. Bumped for by Warner. To Burgett. Hit high in the air over the net. And the set by Mishler. Here's the spike by Elena Yoder. Dug out by Wilcox. Set by Burgett. Sent over by Wilson on the head. Here's the set by Mishler. Here's the dink by Elena Yoder. Dug out. Hit into the net and not returned. (17-5) Hiland, and Olivia Miller with the serve again off the hands of Warner to Kite, and she can't return it. 3 straight service points to libero Olivia Miller. Hiland now an 18-5 lead. We're in game 3. Again, Hiland, if they win game 3, they'll close out the match. And hit off the top of the net, skips over and falls in. That's when you know it's going your way right there. And there'll be an ace on that serve for Olivia Miller. Hiland JV's also won a straight set in their JV match over West Holmes. Here's the serve sent over. Bumped up in the air by Warner to Kite. Set back over on the hit and shy of the net on the attempted hit by Emmy Miller. And a point goes to Hiland, up 20-5. Timeout West Holmes. This is high school volleyball on WKLM.
Biker Sand and Gravel, serving the Central Ohio area of Wayne and Holmes County since 1935. They are a name and business you can trust. Their products and services include ready-mix concrete, excavating, limestone, sand and gravel, and hauling services. They are locally owned and operated, insured and bonded, and most importantly, ready to serve you. For more information, call 330-674-0038.
Lady Hawks had the serve. Now 5 more points to get to close out this match. And at the service line is going to be Olivia Miller. West Holmes trying to extend things. Here's the hit by Miller. Over the net can be off the hands of the attempted return by Payson Dial. Can't do it. Point goes to Hiland, up 21-5. Olivia Miller with 6 consecutive service points. She'll hit it into the net though this time. Side out to West Holmes. Lady Knights, the serve at 6-21. At the line, going to be Harper Warner, the sophomore libero player for West Holmes. She'll lob it over. Diving dig and not returned for the Lady Hawks that time around. So point for Warner. Her second service point for the match. Warner will lob it over. Bump backwards, and Hiland will get it forward now. They'll sit back over by Elena Yoder. Dug out by Warner. Here's the set by Burgett. Into the net, and point goes to Hiland. (22-7) Hiland, side out to the Lady Hawks. Brianna Mishler will have the serve. They're now going to change their mind. Apparently going to award the point to West Holmes instead. So Warner will send it over. Dug out. Off the hands of Mishler. Dink over the net by Detweiler. Dug out. And not returned. That time it will be a point for Hiland. Side out to the Lady Hawks. Up 22-8. And Mishler indeed will serve it over. Dug out by Warner to Wilson. To Warner, she'll send it over. Bump forward now by Wilson. Here's the set. The spike by Elena Yoder. Dug out. Bumped over the net by Warner. Set by Mishler. Here's the spike staying over by Hampshire, and not returned. Hampshire's going to get the kill. Sophia Hampshire, her second kill for the match. Mishler has her fourth service point. 23-8 lead for Hiland. Mishler lobs it over. Dug out by Warner. Set by Bergen. The spike by Marmot. Off the hands of Miller, who can't return it. Marmot's going to get the kill. Her third kill for game 3. Side out West Holmes now serving at 9-23. Matt Croy alongside with you, and with the serve for West Holmes will be Camry Wilson. Wilson hits it into the net with the light serve. Can't clear it. Side out to Hiland. So game point and match point coming up. 24-9 lead for Hiland. Claire Detweiler will be at the service line. She'll lob it over. Diving dig. Here's the set by Wilson. The spike by Marmot. Diving dig by Olivia Miller. Here's the set now by Mishler. The spike by Addie Mast, and hits it into the net. It'll be a point for West Holmes. So side out West Holmes, still game point and match point. But at the line is going to be Madeline Fair. Fair lobs it over. Bump forward, set by Mishler. Here's the take of that by Eleni. It'll be blocked, or was it? They're going to see as blocked, they hit wide left, and point goes to Hiland. Hiland going to get this win, 25-10. And Hiland will win this match in straight sets as a result. So Hiland wins it in straight sets over West Holmes as they win it 25-14, 25-7, 25-10. Hiland goes to 18-1. They've won 8 straight. West Holmes dropping the record to 2-18. They've lost 3 in a row. We'll take a break, come back with the post-game show next on WKLM.
For game day's hottest plays, you've got to start at the grill with these sizzling deals at Rody's IGA.
I came for chips, and now I'm buying steak.
Not just steak, New York strip for $13.98 a pound, or grab shoulder steaks for $6.78 a pound.
Okay, fine, but only if there's bacon.
Smithfield sliced bacon, $4.28.
Sold. What else are you hiding back there?
Ground chuck for $5.48 a pound, chicken thighs for $1.88 a pound, 16 to 20 count shrimp, $6.98.
Shrimp? Are we tailgating or fine dining?
Why not both? Now through Sunday at Rody's IG Marketplace in Millersburg, where game day starts at the grill.
Looking to upgrade the exterior of your home? Siding is indeed the best bang for your dollar. Hi, I'm Nevin Mast with Home Siding Contractors. We have the best siding on the market today, and the low maintenance aspect of our siding is what our customers enjoy the most. Provia Siding fits that bill exactly. No frequent painting or staining with wood siding. No routine sealing like stucco. Provia Siding lasts. Check out all we have to offer at our new and improved showroom east of Millersburg, and let our experienced sales team show you how affordable our products can be.
Driving close to power lines is usually safe, but accidents can happen unexpectedly. Do you know what to do if you come across downed power lines? Step 1, stay inside your vehicle for safety. It's often safer than being outside with live cables. Simultaneously, dial 911 for immediate assistance. Step 2, also ensure that no one approaches the vehicle. It's advisable to maintain a distance of at least 50 feet from the car. To learn more, reach out to your local co-op for additional information.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's insurance agent. Hobron's Insurance Service, 170 South Clay Street in Millersburg. Call 1-800-340-3767.
At Pomerene Hospital, you're not just a number, you're their neighbor. From family care and women's health to more than 1,400 surgeries they perform each year. Pomerene brings reliable local health care to patients across Holmes, Tuscarawas, and Ashland counties. Whether it's a routine checkup or help manage any chronic condition, there's a Pomerene provider nearby. Visit PomereneHospital.org to get in, get seen, and get the care you deserve. Pomerene Hospital, caring for our community's health.
It is a final in high school volleyball in the Battle of Holmes County for the Dungeon. It was all Hiland as Hiland wins it in straight sets over West Holmes. It was really nip and tuck through a lot of the way in game number 1. Tied at 1, 2, 3. Also tied at 6, 7, and 8. But then after that, Hiland would close out game 1 by outscoring West Holmes 17-6 to the rest of the way. And Hiland won game 1 25-14. Pretty much all Hiland, though, in sets number 2 and 3, as Hiland won in game 2 25-7, and they won game 3 25-10 to close out the match. Leading the way individually for the Lady Hawks for the contest. And for Hiland, Claire Detweiler had 10 kills and 7 service points. And Elena Yoder, she finished up with 7 kills and 6 service points. Of course, Annie Mass had the 12 kills for the match for her. 11 service points for Sophia Hampshire. 4 service points for Brianna Mishler as well for the match. 6 service points for Olivia Miller. And Braxton McVicker had 6 service points as well for the Hiland Lady Hawks. Leading the way for West Holmes, it was Mallory Marmot who had 9 kills for the match by my count for her. And also 3 service points for Harper Warner as well. With the win, Hiland improves the record now to 18-1. They won 8 straight. Again, they're the 6th-ranked team. The 9th-ranked team, rather, in Division 6. And Hiland, for their next match, that's going to be coming up on Tuesday. They're going to be playing a match back in the IVC at Ridgewood for a chance to capture the IVC South title. And for West Holmes, they'll drop to 2-18 on the year. They lost 3 straight. They'll be back in the OCC on Tuesday for their next match. They'll play a home match back in the Dungeon against Worcester. Reminder, of course, tournament drawings this Sunday for volleyball and soccer, so we'll have the information on the seedings and where the area teams will be playing for the tournaments on Hometown Sports come on Monday, and of course we'll be live streaming all the area tournament matches for volleyball for West Holmes and Hiland and Garaway, as well as the tournament games for Hiland and West Holmes boys and girls soccer as well, coming up as well on WKLM. We do want to thank our video live stream partners from Claxon Communications, that being Jacob Heading producing today's live stream coverage, and also Andrew Dunlap, who worked the camera as well. I'm Matt Croy. Again, the final in high school volleyball from the Dungeon. Hiland wins it in straight sets over West Holmes 25-14, 25-7, 25-10. So long, everybody.
Tonight's broadcast has been a production of WKLM Radio and Claxon Communications.